Hello and welcome back to Cool Farm. Right, we are essentially carrying on from where we left off in episode 1, and we do have some rowing to get done. Now, I know we just did a load of this in the last episode to get the hay all prepared. This is for silage, so this will not be tedded first. This is going to go straight into the pit, and I think my plan is to, because there's loads of grass and I don't want to just burden everything by grass, but it has to be done. It has to be done. So, can we dodge the branches? Brilliant. I might still cut down that one tree just because it is where it is, but I reckon, yeah, more so for the combine. I don't want to accidentally smash out the combine. So, right, what I'll do is I will crack on straight away with the rowing, and then we still have our hay to bale. What I'm going to do before I bale that, because again it is a bit of a roleplay aspect of allowing it to dry out and stay out in the sun as long as possible, but we will have to go and purchase a loading wagon. I haven't had a look yet at which ones I have modded on. I think there's one modded one. It's quite small, but it's probably what we'll start with, because again, can always upgrade. And yeah, so straight away we'll crack off into a time lapse just to get this done. Once the rowing is all completed, then we'll head down to the shop and get ourselves a loading wagon. Alright, that is all the rowing complete. Now, I'll be honest, I think one of the first upgrades we will make is a new windrow or a new rake, but for now, I don't mind. I really don't mind. And that looks pretty good. It looks, well, it looks great, actually. It looks very nice. But we will tuck this away. Now, my biggest thing that I want to make absolute certain about is that we have a nice ratio of silage to hay. Now, the thing is, we can start with animals almost straight away once we have the silage. It is just a matter of time before the silage is all ready. But to be able to prepare it and get it fermenting, we do need a loading wagon. So what we're going to do is we'll take the Massey, because it is our quicker of the two tractors, and we're going to make our way for the first time down to the shop. I am absolutely ecstatic about this. Now, I might just put this into a cheeky bit of a time-lapse, but on the other hand, I'm actually very tempted to just do it in real time, because I haven't actually been down to the shop myself. So let's just make certain that we're going the right way. So if we take a right here, we should absolutely be on the right path. Just want to make sure no cars are coming. Brilliant. Down from Cook's Lane, so that's the lane our farm is on, and we will make our way down this beautiful country road, and there's just so much to see, so I'll do a bit of a zoom out there. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And so what I've done to set up the farm is I actually used the store deliveries mod, because I didn't want to drive this road and essentially spoil it for myself. I wanted to see it in the video for the first time, and so far there's just so much going on that maybe it is best if I don't talk and just you can just enjoy it. As you can see up on the right there seems to be a pig pen of some sort. Oh, I think, you know what, that is the main Court Farm right there. It is brilliant. That is very cool. So, like I say, eventually we might even own that farm. I just really wanted to start kind of smaller and give us a nice opportunity to really build up to something. But yes, there you have it. Court Farm Country Park. Beautiful. And yes, there are actual other parks that you can purchase and get a bit of an income from, apparently, which is absolutely brilliant. A brilliant feature that. It is an initial investment, of course, but beyond that, you're able to actually earn money from owning them. Here we have the beautiful windmill. So this is actually a production, if I'm not mistaken, and it is a grain mill. So with all this grain that we're going to be harvesting, well, we do have some wheat, and we will do rye as well, and possibly some other grains. Perhaps we can make some sort of flour and make some bread or something. Oh, there's just so many options. Look at that, got the bus stop sign back there as well. Oh, this is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think that the next time I do this journey, well, we might do a time lapse of it once time. Hello there. Is this a pub? Hang on 1 minute. Just need to check in at the local pub. The Old Plough. That is amazing. I just wanted to come and see what it was called. Oh, and there's some stores down there as well. Tall tree stores. Brilliant. And we'll crack on. Right. So this is, in essence, a small main road tour, I suppose. It should have been done in episode 1, but nevertheless, here we are. Oh, seems to be some sort of other... Oh, can't see where I'm going. Oh, there's just so much going on here. I can't, I can't see it all. Can't see it all. Incredible. Oh, I think here is the shop. Ah, yes, brilliant. Okay. So, we'll just turn left into here. Right, it seems to be this way. Incredible. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. I mean, I did do a bit of a tour, I suppose, when I did my intro, but not really like this. Oh, this is really something. Wow. Okay, enough checking out the shop. We have to actually check out something from the shop. Ooh, I suppose we could check some sales. Straight away, we've got some interesting kit. We're a bit early stages for a big planter like that. This is quite cool as well, but again, nothing we really need from here. So, first thing we'll check out is a loading wagon or forage wagon. So this would be the ideal option for 30,500. However, we're going to go all the way to the end. Eventually, I'd like to try out the hay and forage pack, this jumbo pottinger, but we just were not there yet at all. 47,000 litres, that's a lot. But we are going to opt for this little fella. It is tiny, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. We can run it with the Ford as well, which is brilliant. The Ford can almost do all of the tasks. I reckon it could actually mow as well, but the mower just looks so good on the Massey. Anyways, we have 2 fill options. I'll definitely opt for the 3,000 litres more with the big volume. I quite like the wood, actually. Top attachment or... We'll try... Actually, let's just have a look. It might be on the... Right. Okay, well, if we get it wrong... Because they might be different, the two tractors. So, if we get it wrong, we can always just adjust it. We'll go for top attachment since it is the free option. Main colour... Actually, we'll keep it white. Bit of something different. It matches the... branding as well. Yeah, we'll keep. That's not white at all. That's grey. So, purchase it for £3,500. Very inexpensive, but it is very small as well. Right, now we can get hooked up. Oh, gone too far. That doesn't... I guess that's right. Wait, what is the... Oh, right, the lower attachment would have it be a bit funny. So I think that's correct. We do have a workshop anyways at the farm, so we can always adjust it at that time. Right, so for this first journey back, I will do a jump cut because we do have lots on, but we will be coming back to the shop very often. We have to get a bale trailer, we have to get some seed, lime, a lime spreader. We've got loads to do. So for now, we'll see you back at the farm. Alright, we are back here now, and I just want to try it with the Massey first, because they are very similar in horsepower, the Massey and the Ford. So I reckon if the Massey struggles, then the Ford will as well. So let's just see how it goes. Right, so we'll lower the pickup down and fire it up, and see how quickly it collects all this grass. Alright, it will fill up very fast, but the nice thing is, the pit is very local to the field, so that's fantastic. And when we cut the next bit of grass, it'll be even more so that is brilliant. Yes, this will fill up very fast. We're nearly there, nearly actually full. Can we make it to the end of this row? We can not. So as you can see, it will take some time, so it will probably be a few trips to say the least, but we will have much more loading to do in the future. But really the difference is the next cheapest option is 10 times the price of this one, so really worth it in that regard. Let's find the JCB, because we do have to actually remove that bucket from there. So we'll just go over there with this, and I suppose we should find a space to put these sort of implements, perhaps in this shed here. Ah, yes, there already is. Brilliant. And with the JCB we can actually turn sort of into this space. We'll just leave that there for the time being. Oop. Yes, having the ability to turn like that is very helpful. Alright, just remove this massive bucket, which will really help when it comes time to dealing with all the silage. As you can see, I did put the harvester away as well, because, well, it was in the way, so sort of in the way. Right, JCB is out of the way, and we can load in our first bit of grass into the pit. I should probably go as far back as I can do to start. Go right into the corner here and unload. Try and get it nice and a nice bit of a line. That's kind of a mess, that is. But it's going in, so that's absolutely fine. And it's a reasonable sized pit as well. It's not massive, but it's not small by any means, so that's really good. And it didn't struggle at all. Ooh, look at that turn. Brilliant. I think the Massey has a better turning radius as well than the Ford. I think it just has a better handling in that for these tight farms, so we will just continue using it for the loading. And well, we might as well crack on with another time lapse, as again we have loads to do. So we do have to bale the hay, and I would like to get that field cultivated at the least. I don't think I can direct drill into this grass, so I will cultivate it up and get it ready for drilling. Alright, well, we have just the last little bit here left, but what I'd like to try is collect this fresh grass that I've accidentally got here. You can see the icon at the bottom has 3 little water drops. I'm hoping that I will change. Nice, okay. I don't know if it deleted what was in there, but at least it's gone now. Like, deleted the amount, but nevertheless, it is dealt with, so that's great. So as you can see, it did take a few trips to get it all sorted, but now the silage pit is looking very full. Well, fairly full. Which has me thinking that if I was to do all this as silage, it might be overfull, if anything. I don't know if you can overfill a pit like that, really. I know they have maximum amounts, but really, that looks very, very good. I'd much rather have a slightly smaller pit that looks impressively filled versus a massive pit that has, you know, a speck of grass in it. Right, so this will be perfect right there. At least now we'll have some silage fermented and ready to go. So even if we end up selling this first bit to make some money, not that we really, I mean, we will need it eventually, yes, but nevertheless, I think that that looks really good. Now we just have to compact it, which I'm going to use this first. Actually, I'm curious to see what is the heaviest piece of kit we have, aside from the harvester. So that is 5.8 tons, 4.5, what's the telehandler? 7.9. Brilliant. We do need this massive bucket to help clear it all back in there anyways, so that's what we'll do. Now the compacting itself, depending on how long it takes, I might just do it off camera, but we shall see. Right, there we go. Now we'll see if we don't get stuck here. Alright. Oh, I brought in more than... What is that icon there? Must be like chaff or something. Once it comes in the pit, it becomes chaff instantly, I reckon. So there we go. So we'll just keep the bucket up and out of the way. We could... oh no. Don't get leveled. Oh. I think the turning capabilities of the JCB really do help to prevent it from getting stuck. But we might get stuck, so we'll see. 29%, 30%. Right, well, it's going to be a bit of back and forth and a bit of tidying, so we'll get it done quickly off camera. And because a time lapse of this would be a bit nauseating, back and forth and back and forth. And yeah, we'll see how it all gets done in just a moment. Alright, well, the pit is now ready to be covered. Fantastic, bunker silo was covered. There's a few jaggedy bits at the back there, but no matter. All of it started to pile out the front, so I had a lot of faff to deal with that, but it is all dealt with. Happy days. Right, so we'll just stick the JCB back in here, and we need to find a home for our new loading wagon as well. I reckon down at the other shed, so we'll just rip back down there and get this tucked away, because the next thing we have to do is to bale up that the hay. Bale up the hay. We will eventually be cutting the rest of the grass, but now that we have the silage going, and you know what, I didn't even check how much was actually in there. Oh, I missed it. Well, that's fine. You probably saw it, so that's fine. As long as somebody did. I will have a check back in the video to see exactly how much we had, but I completely forgot to check. I was too excited to get it covered up. Anyways, we'll put the loading wagon away. We'll just tuck it in here with the... oh, hello, I forgot I had a hill there. In here with the cane trailer. Very nicely. And then we can get focused on creating some lovely 180 centimeter bales of hay. I suppose the next thing after that will be to cultivate. That is our next task, is to cultivate up both of these areas, and they will be new crops. I am not 100% certain of which will be which, but we'll definitely plan it out. Ideally, well, actually, we have 4 crops to drill. Wow, yeah, we actually do. We'll have 4 fields that we have to drill. The 4 in question I will show you in just a second here. Just get lined up first. Brilliant. Look at the map. As we see, we've got So we've got 51, which is, it was wheat, so we will re-drill that as something different. We have 31, which is currently growing as grass, so that we can also get switched over to something different. And we have our 2 new fields. So before we can do any sort of work in them, we do have to rent or lease out the Iseria Scout. So that's what we'll do after we cultivate. So the first thing I would like to do is to cultivate, but before we start, let's make certain that we are at, there we go, 180. Now Control X. Ah, it does work. I don't think the bale count reset works with modded bales, because I know I was struggling a bit with the Heston to get it to do that, but no matter. Right, we'll just go straight across here and collect as many hay bales as we can do. Now, I'm not too worried if we have hay left over in here, because the next thing we will be baling again is hay. So really no worries on that front, although I reckon we'll probably get about 3 or 4, maybe 4 bales. 4 nice big sized bales. We will collect any missed bits that happen to get missed. Alright, we got to turn that on. That's about right. Much better than the 125 size bales. It is nice to have the 180. Right, well, baling is also something that we did a bit of in the last episode, so what we'll do is we will crack on, because we do have to get cultivating done, and we have to get the soil samples analyzed for our 2 brand new fields, well, soon to be cultivated fields. So for now, we'll crack on with the baling. There we have all of the bales done. So we've got 2, 4, 5. Brilliant. 5.5 actually. There we go. So I did say 4. I guess I underestimated how much grass there was, or hay there was. Look at these massive bales. They are 9,000 litres as well. Absolutely brilliant that is. So we can tuck away the baler now, and I reckon the Massey will be the best option for the cultivator. But just before we get on with that, yeah, there's a few missed bits, but it's alright. Right, so just before we get that started, we will just move the seed drill out of the way, and then we can start cultivating. But just before we do even that, I want to double check. So I want to double check that we cannot purchase. Oh, we can! We can purchase soil information for the whole lot. But how much is it though? 1,225, and if we were to rent out the Iseria... Whoa, no, that's not the right place. If we were to rent out the Scout, it would be 867. Now here's the problem that I have with... So renting this out means we have to go and manually do all the soil samples, which is fine, because they are small areas. But the problem is that if we pay for the soil information, we will have to pay again if we are to do any sort of other cultivating here. But if we keep that as grass, maybe not. Well, we'll sort that out. First things first, we will get these fields all cultivated. See you in the field. Right, so I reckon we can start on this side here. I did also get the weight for the front of the Massey, because I reckon that is necessary with how heavy this cultivator is. So we'll just start about here, I guess, and see how it goes. So I'll lower it down, and yeah, so far so good. So here, I will leave a bit of an area away from this tree. Try and follow the grass line all the way. Now there's the area in question. Now if I can sneak where I did miss the grass, just to kind of even it out. Please don't hit the tree, please don't hit the tree. Ah, so it didn't actually cultivate. Right, so that's very strange. I wonder then why it didn't cultivate that up. It's because I didn't cut it. I do have the mod which allows cultivators to plough, but is that what's just happened? Is it because the grass... I wonder then. I wonder. Can I not then cultivate... That's very strange. So perhaps I could even direct drill then into this area. I wonder. Well, let's just see. Yeah, that's a bit strange. I feel like I cannot actually get that area. I don't know if it's because there's grass there or what, but that's very strange. Well, nevertheless, I did want that area done, and I can always touch that up in the future. It's not a big deal. But, oh, we are going up a hill here. Come on. Right, so one thing I do want to remember as we head down to the other side where we have the hay is that I don't want to put the field all the way up against the fence, or the hedge rather, well, and the fence, because one, we want to access that field there, and also there is a gate on the far side of that area. You can just make it out there. So when I do that, I won't go nearly as far as I've cut. But I said that before, and I just need to say it again so I don't forget myself. Right, well, this cultivating should be a rather quick job once it's in a time-lapse, of course. But at 3 meters, at least we are going at full capacity, and the Massey is not struggling at all, unless we're going up a hill. But that's absolutely fine. Just round out this edge here. Beautiful. This will be a very nice size field, I reckon, as well, once we get it all sorted, although it is very oddly shaped. Let's have a look here. Yeah, you can see we've gone round here, and it just hasn't fully loaded in that last section that we did. But, yeah, there is that bit of grass there. It's very strange. That might annoy me, so I might go and cut that just to have it done and out of the way, and then I can cultivate over top of it. But we shall see. This will be great. And then, yeah, we'll get into that field as well, but we do have to clear out those 5 hay bales before we do that. But that should only take a matter of moments with our lovely Agri Pro JCB telehandler, so it will be very nice. Right, I won't ramble on too much. I will crack on because we do want to get all this cultivating done so that we can perhaps get into these fields and start liming them as well. Because we do have to ensure that the pH levels are quite good. And I have decided, just one last thing before we break off into a time-lapse, I have decided for the, what is it, a difference of 300, 400 pounds, I will just purchase the soil information for the whole farm and just be done with it. Save ourselves the trip to the shop, the renting of the equipment, and then, of course, having to actually analyze the soil ourselves. So we'll just get it done in one fell swoop. Right, well, we have most of the field all cultivated. I do have this small section here remaining. I have decided that I will try and cut that bit of grass there that's under the tree. It's only a small amount, but like just that it just, I don't know, it's just my OCD, I suppose, just kicking in. So we will remove that bit of grass there and get a nice clean edge to the field. I will finish up this field off camera, as well as probably the other field as well, just because we don't need 2 full-on time lapses for cultivating. But I will of course shift those bales, and so as soon as I'm done this field I will get in the JCB and get those hay bales shifted out of the field. Alright, well, we are in the field now, as you can see, collecting some hay bales. So we'll do the same sort of thing we did with the straw, and we'll just tuck it away into the cows area there. We'll just leave them for now. We should really have them under cover, I suppose, but for the time being we will just leave them in here. Should be fine. We could have put those a little farther back, but that's alright as well. I did go over there with the mower and sort of try to touch it up, but it wasn't really taking it to the cultivator very well. So what I've decided to do instead was just round it out with a bit of grass, and it looks absolutely fine. Right, so we'll do the same with the other 3 bales there. We'll just get them stored in there for the time being. As I say, once we have silage, we can actually purchase animals, because we'll have the silage and we'll have the hay, and that's all they need. I was really, when I was using Maize Plus with in Barley Spring in the beginning with the animals, I tried to do all of the requirements, the food requirements, when I should have really just been focusing on the main 2, which is to say the silage and the hay. And I was, but there was just so many animals to contend with, and it was just, yeah. So what I'll do this time around, which is why I did a bit of a practice run with Maize Plus on Barley Spring, is to not get a load of animals all at once. I think I'll start with cows, just because then we can get them very young, and they can grow and then eventually produce milk, and we can get them to maximum efficiency. And once we kind of have a good grasp on that, then we can purchase some sheep as well. Right, so I think we should be able to manage. Wow, that is a lot of bales. That is a lot. That's amazing, actually. It's 27,000 litres right there. Right, so we'll just tuck these in the same sort of... Whoop, another bouncy bale. Let's tuck these in here as well. Again, just for safekeeping. And then I will get back into that field with the... Well, I do have the Massey all ready to go, and the cultivator all ready to go, so that we can get some more cultivating done. Because as it stands, we don't have everything ready. Look at that, though. It looks really good. You'll have a look from here. And as you can see, it's the cultivated colour and not the just freshly mowed colour. We will... you know what? I think I will keep this whole area over here as grass. I don't think I'll do any more cultivating, because now we have... well, for now, at least. But we do have 4 fields that we can do what needs to be done with. We've got new crop types that we can work with. We've got old crop types that we also could do. It all just depends. Now here I need to be a bit careful, because I want to make it a nice field. So I might not go as close there as I did with the cutting. But again, it won't go any farther than what we've mowed. So we'll kind of just go along here. I'll do a headland here on camera, and then the rest I will do off camera just to get it done. But we should, so we'll round here. Now let's have a look here and see, because we do need to leave a bit of an area so that we can actually get through here with. Right, let's go like this. I think that's ample space, that, even for a harvester to get in there. Go straight across here. Now I might put down a dirt path eventually when we have, again, it should be free, I think, because it's just dirt. It's literally just taken off the topsoil. So I might add in the free landscaping mod to put in a few dirt paths, because we don't really need to pay for dirt when there is a load of dirt under the grass. But I think that's pretty good. If anything, I might tidy up the far side there, but that looks really good. Let's have a look from above just to see how it looks. Yeah, I could have probably got a bit more in there, but really that's a nice area if we need to get a harvester header sorted and all that. And happy days. So as I say, I will get this done quickly off camera, and then we will resume. See you in a minute. Alright, well, the cultivating is completed. It looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so we'll get the cultivator tucked away because we will not need it for a while. At least we can now direct drill the rest of our fields, sort of from here on out. So, and I will just tuck the weight in this little space here, actually, out of the way. Right, brilliant. Okay, so before... Right, before we head to the shop, because I'm going to head to the shop in preparation for September morning. We're not going to do any more field work this evening, but before we do head to the shop to purchase something, I am going to purchase our soil information. So I'll go to the Precision Farming tab. As you can see, we have fields 51 and 31 already purchased, but now we're going to purchase our main farm field information, or soil information. So it is 1225, and yes, we will do it. So as you can see, it did calculate those two, and well, I am quite pleased actually that I did opt for doing my fields here versus down here, because as you can see, the loam, silty clay is not great, but loam is fine. So these will be very good indeed. Now it does show it's a very low environmental score reward, but that's fine. We have loads to work on with that. Now when we do cultivate, if we cultivate this area, we would have to rebuy the soil information. So that's why I bought it, because I think that's plenty of grass to deal with if we need. As I say, I would like to potentially drill in some alfalfa, which will allow us to get hay from that. So it's a new crop type, plus the opportunity to get some hay from it. So we are going to head down to the shop and collect something for spreading lime. So lime spreader and some lime as well, of course. So we'll see you at the shop. Right, luckily they are still open. I was worried they might be closed, but they must close at 6 PM then, so we will hurry up and not take too much time buying what we need. So we'll go straight to fertilizer spreaders, and as you can see, the Bradle is a great option, of course, but it is very expensive, so we'll opt for something a bit different. Now I reckon between these two, this one is a little bit more expensive and it does hold more, but I'd be worried that it would be too heavy for the Massey. So I will opt for the Amazon. I don't think this Coon spreader, no, it's more of a fertilizer spreader, so we'll opt for this option. It's a great option. You might see it across a few different series because it is just so good. So we will opt for the BKT. Ooh, those look nice. Yes, indeed. We'll opt for the BKTs on there. The design is inside, so we will just leave it as standard. That's fine. I will put a cover on, just in case it ends up outside in the rain. We don't want to get our lime all wet. That would be no good. And everything else is fine. We don't really need to change anything. I do like all the colours that it has as stock. So there we are. We are paying a little bit more for the cover, but that also, again, totally fine with that. So we'll buy it for 22,500. And aside from the loading wagon, that's our first bit of kit that we've purchased. Look at those wheels, are massive. Absolutely, well, the tyres, they're massive, massive. Right, so let's get connected. Oh, it's going to look very nice on the Massey as well. Brilliant. Now we have to purchase lime. Now, what did it say? I'm almost certain it said 6,000. Ah, right, so we need, that's 3 bags of lime, please. Now I'm hoping that this should be fine for transporting, well, and using. There's another £1,000 for lime, so we'll get nice and close here. Right, I still have that issue where I have to exit out of the vehicle and go back in to actually start filling things. Don't know why that is, but anyways, at least we now do have our lime spreader. We're filling up with lime, and we'll see you back at the farm. Right, very quickly, I just want to have a check at the grain mill here, just to see how much it actually costs to purchase the grain mill. Oh, what? We can go inside. Oh, wow, whoa, look at this. That's brilliant. Oh, hello, mate. Sorry, am I trespassing? No? Alright. Okay, let's go up. I want to see what's up here. Aside from an amazing view, look at that lovely Massey down there. Incredible. Oh, we can't go any higher up. Oh, I guess we're at the top. Mind your head. Mind your head. I thought for sure there'd be a collectible up here. I don't think I've seen any collectibles yet, have I? No, I don't think so. Well, nevertheless, look at that view. And it's funny, well, it's not funny, it's amazing, but oh, I've fallen down. I have fallen off the windmill. I was going to say, every direction has an... Oh, fallen off the roof as well, blimey. Every direction has an incredible view. It's just amazing. Right, so where is the entrance to the production? Because I wanted to see the price. Right, it's just a very busy place. Right, we have to enable... Let's just quickly enable this. Right, oh, nope, that's that trigger. Excuse me, mate, where can I buy this? Right, let's come around this side. Oh, hello there. Right, so it's £121,896, which is way too much for us, especially at this time. But I definitely intend on purchasing it in the future, especially when we do get a bit more arable going to make it really worth it as well. Alright, well, we'll head back now to the farm. See you there. Alright, we are back now at the farm, and we're all ready for September. We've got our fields that need to be limed. They are all the soil information has been purchased and paid for, and we know exactly what each field needs. I think the farthest field might be the hungriest one, the one that is currently grass, and actually I think what we might have to do with that, I would like to direct drill into there, but I'd like to put lime first. Now, the reason I'm thinking that is because it is grass currently growing. So what I might do is I might stick a helper on in September to get that cultivated first. So we'll get it all cultivated up. That way we'll have a fresh field ready to go with no crop in, so that when we do lime it, there's no thinking that it's grass and whatever. It might not affect it anyways, but nevertheless, I think cultivating it up might be a good idea. And as I say, we do have these other 3 fields to get done first. So there we have it. Episode 2 is complete, and so is August, because the next time we see you will be in September. Amazing. I'm just gonna go over... Oops, sorry, cabbages. My. Right, just every direction is beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's so simple. It's literally some stone, a house, bit of dirt, bit of concrete, asphalt or something, but it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, well, this is where we leave it for this episode. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help, and I do greatly appreciate it. And until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.